fade in on Harbor Vale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, our terrific teens just made landfall after a harrowing encounter just off of shore. Before we dive in, of course, a few thank yous we gotta get out of the way. A big one to Chase Greenlee and Ghostlight Media for making sure that this show goes out and on time every 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Another big one to our very own Nicole Tuttle-Robb for scoring this episode, and I have yet to give her props for this, and that's my bad, but for doing all of our social media. Anytime you have ever talked to the These Silent Secrets Twitter, that's Nicole you're talking to. So another big thank you for doing all that work for us. And lastly, a big thanks to Doc Adam VO for making sure that our transcripts are great and we're getting more and more in quickly, and hopefully we'll be caught up as soon as possible. So thank you, Adam. With all of that out of the way, all that is left, however, is the episode. So let us dive in to this episode of These Silent Secrets Down by the Bay.
Is that what attacked you and your grandma?
That is not what attacked me and my grandma. There is something else out there.
Oh, now we're up to 3 things that are out there.
At least.
Well, I don't know. I never got to look at mine, so that might be the same thing.
Oh my god!
But you said it was at the same time as like the Avery one. Like
she's saying that this isn't what Avery's looked like.
I'm seeing. I get you. Okay.
So
it could be your thing.
My thing.
Best case scenario, there's 2 things. Worst case scenario, there's a third, and possibly more. And I'm gonna vote that we don't go in the water. I'm sorry, Isla, but yeah, wow. What the fuck?
Has that always been there, Isla?
Not that I know of. But there is
So
something old in that water, so...
It's invading your home as much as it's invading ours.
Yes.
Then we have to stop it. This thing probably has... Wait, Austin. Give me a second. I'm gonna retake that, now that I remember the name. This thing probably has Austin, too. Stop.
Who? We haven't seen him since episode 1.
I know, which is why I'm bringing it back.
Last week.
You forgot Austin? He went missing 6 days ago.
I had a lot on my mind.
It was a big deal on Monday morning at school. Anyway, I'm going to take this again, and I'm not going to laugh, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
This thing probably has Austin, too, and everyone else from this town that's been going missing. It tried to take you, Kanan, and if Isla wasn't there, maybe it would have succeeded.
I gotta say, thank you, Isla. Hindsight, don't know why I jumped in the water to save a mermaid.
Yeah.
That's probably not one of my better moves.
I was going to say that.
I panicked. I saw you go under. I thought something happened. I don't know, man. I don't want anyone else to get hurt, and it just keeps happening. And there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm losing my shit about it. And so, I made a bad call. Again, I'll do better. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll do better.
Way too hard about this. Like, we're no one's upset that your instinct was to help out however you could, okay? And, like, this is what I'm saying. This is why we have 4 of us here. So if one of us does something that turns out maybe not the best idea, there's 3 other people here who can, you know, catch the fall. And I'm sure at some point, one of the rest of us is going to do some dumb shit, and you're going to be right there to pull us out of it.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Kanan just, like, slowly walks over to you, and you know what's coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, and just huge bear hug.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Kanan's soaking wet, too.
Yeah.
I was the only one who wasn't covered in sand.
Well, we're a team now, so solidarity, man. And Kanan just, like, lets you go, and it's like, all right, well, what's our next awful move?
I gotta take this boat back first, and I'll start dragging the boat over to the boathouse.
I'll look over to Isla and go, you said that this Ortiz guy was tearing down your home over there?
Yeah, he was tearing down the pier.
The whole pier?
The whole pier.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that doesn't have everything to do with rejuvenating our tourist life, and probably some sort of nefarious factor to it.
Well, he claimed that it was for Harborvale, but the more I learn about this Jonathan Ortiz, the more I think that that's not true.
People are apparently trying to do things for Harborvale that Harborvale does not want.
Obviously. I gesture to the ocean.
You don't have your thing anymore. The thing that washed up earlier.
It's okay. It was nice of the ocean to give that to me, but I'll see him soon.
Oh, was that your dad's?
Yes. Is?
Right. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have
No,
been
it's
so
fine.
careless with my words.
It helps.
Of course it does. I hope you know that what you're doing is so ridiculously brave, Isla. Like, I've never met anybody with a conviction quite as strong as yours. And, God, you don't know my grandma, so that's saying something.
Aren't you doing something very similar? I mean, your family was attacked, and now you're getting to the bottom of it. I'd say you're just as brave.
I wasn't there when she was attacked. I could have been there. If anything, I was more selfish than I've ever been.
So we make up for it. We do it now. We be there now.
We be there now.
And there is the pier.
So we're going there. And if we find this Ortiz, confront him now? I feel like we're really out of our depth here.
Leave him to me.
All right, well, I mean, you know I have your back.
Of course. And I have yours.
I also think that I probably need to resign from the radio station because we both know that my segment was very, very bad.
It wasn't bad. It just needed some more rounds.
Right. Yeah, that or less vampires calling in, but,
Wait, what?
So the lobster shack.
So the vampires.
Ooh, yeah, we'll come back to that, I promise, at a later date.
Fine. But I'm holding you to it.
Okay. Kanan, Jason,
Gosh, they really got to lock up those boats better. That was not hard.
Yeah.
does putting it back make you an anti-criminal, though?
I think it leaves me at a net neutral.
You fixed what you broke into.
The lock is replaceable. Look, we have. What time is it now? Like, how long was that? Like an hour?
That wasn't between like coming out, like, you know, surveying the scene, you know, the ordeal, and like this like coming down moment that you've had. I would say we're probably like pushing like 9:15, 9:30. So like it's getting kind of late. So what's the plan? Are you heading in for the evening? Is there more shenanigans to come?
I think we're at least looking at the pier before we leave while we're here.
Noted. Okay. So yeah, you walk down the beach towards the pier. You have to sort of, you know, like backtrack a little bit because like there's spots where people can like drive up. So like you gotta kind of go back so that you can like go up a ramp sort of thing up into the pier. This place in the last 48 hours from where you last saw it, Isla, has been pancaked. Most of the buildings have already been flattened. The majority of those that have been cleared already. This crew is working very quickly. There's, you know, like tents and stuff that are sort of set up where, you know, you're assuming like the foremans and stuff that, you know, are directing the workers, you know, are throughout the day. But for the most part, at least, nothing striking has been constructed yet.
Is Clawson's crab shack gone?
Oh, Clawson's is fucking gone, dude.
Fine.
Yeah, The last of the building that are standing are like the ones that are on the close end. As you sort of picked up when you were looking at it, they started on like the far end of the pier and have worked their way back towards the shore.
My namesake.
So yeah. So Mariah Clawson's namesake, Clawson's Crab Shack, is no more.
Don't come on down.
Don't come on down. Yeah, they even patched the hole.
They patched it and then tore it down?
No, the pier itself is still standing.
Oh, okay.
The structure, like the boardwalk of it, is still there. The buildings that have been, were erected on top of it were cleared out.
Oh,
assuming to rebuild what's on top of the pier and rejuvenate it.
Are you sure that hole is closed?
Yep.
Are you sure?
The hole has been closed.
Dang.
I've already stated it into being.
Are there workers there right now?
No, it's 9:30 at night. They probably clocked
good.
out around 6-ish. So yeah, the place is empty. It's just also very empty.
I wonder if blueprints are in those tents.
It's not a bad thought.
Could be.
So we look
I
at
guess
them
I'll
and see if they're building more aqueducts. Maybe we'll luck out and the plan says our big evil plan to build big evil aqueducts and we won't have to work any harder than that.
That would be great.
I know how it sounds. I feel like we're all really going over our heads right now.
We kind of are, but we're in it together.
Is it fenced off?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shoddy fence that's it's not permanent at all. So
Great.
it's a pretty sketchy, not super.
I would like to go in, please.
Yeah, it's easy enough to get around this thing. Is everyone going in?
Don't feel like you have to follow me.
I feel like I'm gonna hang back and keep an eye on the boardwalk to make sure we're not bombarded by somebody, like a stray employee or something.
I just elbow Kanan a little bit. I'm like, see? What'd I tell you?
I will specifically go in with her, but not very far. And I would literally whisper to you to Isla, I just want to give them some alone time. They have some stuff to work out. So...
Sure. I'll
just guard the door.
I'll walk a little further away from them. So much for a team.
It's still a team. They just have some stuff.
Yeah, I...
Didn't want you to hear that.
That was to herself as she got away from you. All right, so
Fair
Isla,
enough.
so you walk your way into a couple of big sort of tents that have been erected. Yeah, there are some some drafting tables and stuff sort of situated around the room that you start poking through. You find what you can assume to probably be proposed blueprints, as well as some of the older stuff. Going back to when the boardwalk itself was constructed, back in the early 40s, and things that have been updated, since and over the years. And yeah, you find a few of the drawings and plans that are for what's to come once this is continued to finished clearing out. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for in there?
Well, of course, what it is, but I also want to see if the drafting box at the bottom, what name is on there.
Noted. Awesome. So yeah, you see a bunch of drawings, and they a lot of them, they don't look all too different than some of the buildings that were there before. You see, things that are for small restaurants and food stands. Near the end of the pier, there's drawings for an arcade space or something like that. A what's the word I'm looking for? A place that just have fun activities and stuff. The majority of the drawings for the farther end of the pier are done by one J. Ortiz.
I will remember this information, but leave the blueprints. Well,
Awesome.
Isla is a kleptomaniac, so I'll have
Klepto
some...
confirmed.
Oh, I do have a phone. You're right. I'll take some. Well, I was just in water, so...
we're gonna make a roll. 5 or 6. Your phone's fried.
Okay.
It's a 2. Your phone's fine.
Yay, I'll take some pics.
Awesome. You get some pics of the drawings, and do you start making your way out?
Yes.
Awesome. So you begin heading out. While all that's happening, Kanan, are you doing anything, or are you just sort of
Mostly just chilling. I wanted to just give them to some alone time, and I'm chilling inside while Isla searches, and I'm guarding the door.
Nice. All right, Avery, Jason, you're by yourself, standing by the fence to the pier. What's going on? I had some popcorn.
So I feel like just sit here. Like, I think Avery watches Kanan leave and then realizes that they're just standing there. Hi.
Hey.
I want,
I'm kind of like looking around, scanning like the pier.
I wanted to apologize to you.
It's totally cool. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. It's cool.
Well, okay, so I guess I wanted to apologize because I wasn't exactly myself. Not that I wouldn't have, because I probably would. Anyway, that is not the way that I would have liked to go about that situation. Would that situation have ever occurred at any other point in time, which it could have, and I would have been, I could not have, either way.
Yeah. It could have been a thing that happened or didn't.
Right.
Like all things in life, it could have happened or also not could have been that. And
I would have been fine either way, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see Kanan from like across the fence, and I'm like, ooh, I get it now.
I'm sorry I'm being so awkward. I guess it's obvious that I don't handle situations super well.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand that it's, nervous to be next to the pinnacle of confidence that's happening right now of utter composure that is what I am being.
Yeah.
But I mean, I suppose with all situations, when they do happen, we enter a permanent state of having had a situation happen. I mean, I guess as far as situations go, there have been worse ones to be in.
Right. Yeah.
There's being dragged into the ocean.
Oh.
Like Kanan has had a worse situation.
Yeah.
And also being stabbed. By their.
Jason, are you comparing me kissing you to being stabbed and being dragged underwater?
No. Well, only in saying that it's significantly better.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely better. I would put it above the median line in terms of like when you have a chart and one side is bad or good. I would put it on the good side.
Right. I hear ya. If I had gone about it in a different way, would things have been different on your end?
I mean, there would probably have been a different reflex. It was kind of a lot of stuff at once, which, a lot of things are a lot of things.
Right.
But it's, I guess I hadn't really thought about it much yet.
Right.
At the time.
You don't even have to think about it if you don't want to. If that's something you don't want to think about, we don't have to think about it ever again.
I feel like we're both going to think about it. Whether or not we talk about it, the thought will be there. But I guess, yeah. So, like, I mean, my thing is that like I would plot it on the chart on the good side of the chart of like that's a good sure thing. I guess my kind of right now my main like hold up is the number of us also being hunted at the same time, and I feel like there's a lot going on right now. Mm-hmm. But maybe later, once we're not, when we're not targeted by a cable of people, then maybe then I just don't. You know.
Yeah. No, Jason, I hear you. I understand. I'm sorry that...
No, don't apologize. You were literally following my advice. So if anyone should apologize, it should be me for tempting you into it and then freaking out. So
No, Jason, I was going to kiss you. You just gave me the excuse.
Oh, well... That's a terrible reaction. Can we cut that one out?
Aw.
It stays.
Well, maybe we can come back to that when it is safer for just us to hang out again. Since right now I think that we're kind of a 4-pod indefinitely until we're not being...
Right. No, I heard, understood, and filed away.
I'll go in for the most awkward hug you've ever had in your life.
It's like...
It's like we both do like the same angle,
yep.
And then like we both switch.
Eventually, like it's like one of those hugs where arms aren't involved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay. Look, Isla and Kanan are coming back.
Yeah, I look over and like give like Kanan the finger for a second. I'm like, I get this is payback for what I did with Milligan, but come on.
Kanan's walking back just like, I eat your hate.
Did you find anything?
Not much. Just plans for what's going here, and that a J. Ortiz is behind it, which is kind of what I knew.
I didn't find anything either.
Because you looked so hard. Did Isla bring anything back physically, or was it just looking?
It's just the photos on my phone.
Well. If we all...
I'll say I stole like a screwdriver or something. Just to fuck with them.
It's their favorite screwdriver.
Did you
Yeah.
actually steal a screwdriver?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Wait,
I answered for you.
I mean, yes. You know me.
Awesome. You got a screwdriver.
Sick.
It says, oh, God, I can't think of the name of the construction worker that you talked to when you found out.
Ooh.
But whatever his name was, that's who you stole.
Yeah, he got the accent.
Yeah, sure. How's it going? You doing okay?
Yup, that was it.
Hey, yes, I'm here to build.
Yes, I got a job to do, okay? It's very important.
Hey, I'm building here.
Oh, man. Awesome. What are you guys planning on doing for the rest of the evening? Or are you turning in?
I feel like we've done a lot.
Yeah.
The only thing left
I
is
think
the
it's-
aqueducts.
Yeah, that can be another day.
What if we go tomorrow? I
Fine.
could pick everybody up.
Do any of you actually plan on going to school tomorrow?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
It's documented
Me
that
neither.
my grandma and me were attacked. I can get a doctor's note if I need it.
I was going to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you kind of had just a normal day. Huh. Well, actually, yeah, even tonight you had it the most normal out of everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certain I didn't get drug in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, Avery and I had talked about getting the crew all together in the morning tomorrow anyway, so I think same plan, and then we'll just decide from there.
Finally, I can stop going to that stupid school.
Hey, what's wrong with... Never mind, that's not the point.
I mean, I agree.
You guys... Your futures are tied up... This is not the point. Okay. Let's just reconvene in the morning. Where should we meet?
I can just pick everybody up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Speaking of, where am I dropping everybody off?
I mean, I'll just go back to my house.
I'll be going back to Jason's.
Isla back to my house, too. Yeah.
I'll be going to my own home.
Okay,
I want to check on my family, so...
of course. Yeah, I'll drive everyone where they told me to. I will specifically drop off Jason and Isla first.
Very fair.
Specifically.
Awesome. So yeah, you each get dropped off, separate for the evening. Avery, do you go home or do you go to the hospital?
Great question. I go home.
You go home?
Yeah.
You go home. So yeah, you each get out. Even Jason, who barely went into the actual water, is still drenched because, lest we forget, it is still pouring. It started raining the day before, and it has not stopped, even for a moment. And you settle in, I'm assuming, for a night of sleep. Kanan, hey, buddy. As the night goes on, you dream. You're running fast, on all fours, fully succumb to your bestial side. A feeling that until this day, you have pushed aside vehemently, wanting nothing to do with it. But the beast has been unleashed. And you're running through the woods, and then in a flash, you're standing in your own home, blood beneath your fingernails and dripping off your chin. As you look down and you see the bodies of your family, your friends, the people you love, the beast that was unleashed had gone too far. And you fall to your knees, reveling in what you've done. And as you feel the beast about to claw its way to the surface, you wake up in the middle of the night, drenched in a cold sweat. And whatever you do for the rest of the night is up to you.
Honestly, I think I got to roll to keep my cool.
Roll to keep your cool?
Oh, boy. I'm sorry I do this every time. Which one is keep your cool? Cold. God, I do it every time. I have the reference sheet pulled up, too.
You gotta keep your cold.
Yeah. Fail. So,
no.
with that, Kanan freaks out, and I'm going to, run and literally just bust into my parents' room to make sure they're okay.
Awesome. Yeah, you run in and you and throw the door open, and your parents are in their bed, safe and sound. They wake up. Kanan, what's going on, bud?
Are you okay? Where's Aunt Katrina?
She's down on the couch. What?
Just immediately leave the room, run downstairs.
You go downstairs, your aunt is fine.
Sorry, everyone, just bad dream. Go back to sleep.
Your aunt gets up off the couch. You okay?
Yeah, like I said, it was just a bad dream. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. Sorry.
It's fine. You need anything, talk to your mom. I mean, I'm here. I don't know if you want to talk to me about anything, but which I get. But you got people.
How do you keep it under control?
What?
You know what I'm talking about. How do you stop yourself from going too far? Especially in a moment when you kind of want to.
That's a hard question. The wolf is strange. Because at some points it's the truest form of ourselves, but is also the darkest. Will has a lot to do with who we are. The wolf's will can be nigh unbreakable, Kanan. That's why your will has to be completely unbreakable. And it takes a lot of time. It does. The wolf is there to help you. You're not there to be subservient to it. It serves you. So make it serve you.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry again for waking you up, but thank you.
No worries, kid. I wouldn't be sleeping on that plush couch had you not stuck your neck out for me.
Hey, and for what it's worth, sorry for the way I treated you before. I didn't know. Now, I mean, ignorance is no excuse, but I'm just trying to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. It was a flame I fanned for a very long time.
I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I feel like I'm gonna have a big day tomorrow.
Okay, kid.
All right. Good night. And Kanan goes back upstairs, and I'm gonna write down my dream in my journal.
Awesome.
But then go back to sleep.
Noted. So yeah, you dream journal a little, and then you head back to sleep. The rest of the night, across the board, goes without incident. No creatures in the attic. No more scary dreams. And the light of day creeps in, not so much for Isla since you're in a basement, but Friday has begun. Friday, I want to say the 5th, I think.
No. Because I think my journal was on the 6th. I think Wednesday was the 6th.
Okay, so the 8th.
Yes.
There we go. Friday the 8th, 2009. Awesome. So you're not going to school today?
No.
I'm at least picking up. So sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
Okay. So I think with that, actually, I was conflicted between 3 moves I want to take for my level up. I think you just solidified it for me.
Okay.
But I kind of want to change flavor if that's okay with you.
Totally fine.
So do you want me to just go over the move now?
Did you already add it into Roll20 as well?
I have not. I'm adding it now. I wanted to get your approval before.
Oh, okay, cool. Totally fine.
But the move is from the creature skin. It's Apex Predator.
Nice.
You can shed your human skin to become a scaly monstrosity. In this form, you take 1 less harm from any attack down to a minimum of 0. You cannot turn someone on and can roll with volatile to shut someone down. I was wondering if flavor-wise, this could be like instead of full wolf out, it's like a half human, half wolf monstrosity.
You sort of shift it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used that to turn into a full Sasquatch before, so I will totally allow that. Yeah.
Mostly because it's like I don't want to fully wolf out anymore because I'm totally afraid of succumbing now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find this hybrid.
It's scary and it's hard to get out of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's my...
Very good. No, I like that a lot. So that's what, your second advancement?
Yes.
Oh, man. Gorgeous. So yeah, that's you wake up the next day. I think you feel like the talk you had with your aunt, plus like your dream was scary, and it sort. I think it like shook you a little bit, but your resolve from yesterday hasn't changed. That what you said on the beach of like, I was afraid of this thing, but like now I'm gonna lean into it. I think that's kind of what that resolves into, is you having a little more sway over the wolf, if you will.
Dope.
Gorgeous. So none of you are going to school, yes? Isla's like, fuck no.
Fuck that school.
I thought that was the fucking funny shit. I don't have to go back to that fucking school.
Kanan's the only
again.
one conflicted about not
I'm
going
at
to
least
school.
picking up everybody early-ish that, like, if after we talk we don't want to go to the aqueducts and somebody wants to go to school, we might have that option.
Gotcha. Awesome. So one by one, one by two. There you go. Yeah, you are picked up.
I again pick up Kanan first because I'm not going to be alone with Jason anytime soon.
You'll have me.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I was gonna say
You drive past Jason's house,
I do.
pick up Kanan, come back.
Very
Yeah.
fair.
Jason and Isla are on the stoop like, oh, hey, wait, what?
But yeah, you're all in the Oldsmobile and you're driving along.
So I don't know where these aqueducts are.
They're behind the Cipriano Family Fun Center.
No shit.
Oh shit.
What are we shitting?
The Ciprianos having a hand in this?
Is that confirmed? I mean, I knew about the pollution, but are they in the aqueducts too?
I mean, it's behind their Family Fun Center, and I got a really bad vibe when I was down there. So, and that's where the creature was.
You saw Salvatore go down there too.
I did. I also saw Salvatore go down there. So, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's what brought you over there, because you saw him being all sketchy, and then you were like, "Oh, there's a hole into the ground."
I must go in it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's also a hole in the ground.
All right. Okay. Well, this just gets better and better.
Hey everyone, I brought this packet of self-care items that I think we should all just really take care of ourselves before we go and fight something. I hand everyone a face mask.
I will undo it and
Yeah.
hold it up, and it's dripping.
It goes
Feels
on,
like a
it goes
wet
on
eel
your
skin.
it goes on
Yeah,
your face.
yeah.
I'm just like, listen, I have been in far too many of these situations feeling far too awful, and I want to feel good and fresh and revived before I go down there. So if that cool cucumber face mask is going to do that, then that is what I'm going to try.
So you eat it?
No, you just put it on your face like this,
Oh.
and I'll show her. I look
I'm just
ridiculous.
reclined in the back, just so still.
I'm like, we're parked outside the Family Fun Center, and I'm just like, now with a face mask on.
I imagine all of us with like the charcoal black masks, like peeling cucumbers off. Like, let's do this.
Yeah, Isla, you're kind of freaking out because you put this thing on, and as you've been going, it's started to bubble. Like there's foam kind of coming out of it.
Bubbles.
It's one of those sudsing ones.
The
or whatever
foamy
they're
ones.
That's a thing.
Oh yeah, I love them.
There's some that you put them on and they'll foam.
It foams out, and you look like the Marshmallow Man.
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, it's supposed to do that. It's okay. Just enjoy it.
Okay.
So you have some masks for a while.
Okay,
and,
now we're ready.
Gorgeous. You hop out.
All glistening and moisturized.
Yeah. Your skin's feeling great. You're about to go into a weird ancient sewer. Yeah, you. I'm assuming, as before, Isla, you sort of bounce through the shrubs and the trees like you did, attempting to avoid people seeing you as you venture towards the back.
Yes.
The dumpster that hides this sort of doorway is in place, and
I pop my
with
trunk
insight.
and grab whatever's in there, like tire iron.
Oh yeah,
Anything
you got-
else.
You got
the weapons,
the big X-shaped jack.
Yeah, so I grab whatever I have that could be a handheld weapon, and I hand it out to whoever.
I have a screwdriver.
What am I supposed to do with the spare tire?
Hit him with it.
Yeah,
I would just give you the
pull
tire.
that out. Barring Isla, one person's hands are weapons, and you've seen Jason carry a thing that you've watched him murk someone with before. So you sit there and you're like, who wants? Oh, no one needs it.
I'll take it because all I do is give people nightmares.
Very good.
Yeah, I take my tire iron and I follow Isla.
Very good. Got a nice big whooping thing. Yeah, you get to the back, and there is this dumpster that is sitting up against a wall that you watch Isla sort of pull aside, and there's a sketchy stone staircase that goes down to a big metal door, seemingly going to wherever.
All right, let's go. Time to go. Here we go. Very excited to go down.
This is a dumpster?
These are stairs.
What do we... Oh.
I know I
You
learned
look
that.
around the dumpster, and you see the stairs going down.
Huh. Okay. This feels suspicious, right?
Yeah,
this is definitely...
this is definitely.
I mean,
sketchy.
obviously.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the
Yeah,
same page.
right there. Yeah, you're right.
I don't think we all share Isla's enthusiasm, but yeah, I think we're mostly there.
It's just water.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
and I pull out my note again, and I go, the aqueducts below the town seem to hold more than the town's water.
I stand corrected.
Also, after last night, just water isn't really something that I jive with.
Water was also bad to us yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm sure this water will be much better.
And we will fix it so that water is life again, as it always has been. And I say that directly to Isla.
Yes, it always has been, but it's just a little sick right now.
Well, let's give it some Robitussin. And Kanan starts walking down the stairs.
Good.
Awesome. So one by one, you follow Kanan down the stairs. I'm assuming, Isla, do you close the dumpster behind you?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you hide the entrance yet again. You pull your key that you took from the
My
Cipriano's
miraculous
home.
key.
Your miraculous key. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, you
That was
said I stole a
nuts.
key, and I went. I need to write that she stole a key. It's got to open something. And yeah, you pop the lock on this door, and it opens. And there's a creepy ass aqueduct under here.
Do you know your way around this? Or
I just went forward last time. Followed Salvatore.
Okay, then forward we go first.
sounds like a plan.
I guess I'll pop on my phone flashlight.
Yeah,
which
it's
I
one of the
think it
things
has.
where it just makes the screen super bright. You remember those
Yeah,
days?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you begin trekking underground through the aqueducts. Yeah, like I described before, it's sort of curved cement or stone walls. Down each tunnel, there's 2 stone walkways on the sides, and water runs through a channel through down the middle of each. And there's just cross-section after cross-section. This thing is labyrinthine. It's long, it's stretching. It probably goes into the whole city. and it's all out in front of you.
I will gaze for the path that leads to that inner room.
Okay, go ahead.
I do it.
You did.
That is an 8.
An 8, you say?
Yes, I did.
Alright, so let's see. Gaze in the abyss, 79. Confusing, alarming, but you get your answer nonetheless. So yeah, you, it depends on what you're wearing today, but whether or not they see the scales on your shoulders sort of down your arms, but they shuttle down, your vision sort of drops and does that sort of sonar boom, and sort of echoes out through the many channels that go through here. And as you're going, it's troubling because you're finding the way that you need to go, but along the way you're just getting flashes of that face from last night, imposing, almost a warning not to continue forward. But as you withstand these scary and very cinematic jump-scaring moments, your vision settles on a door not unlike the one that you came through to get down here. Old, metallic, covered in rust and like salt deposit, and you know your way.
I know the way, but it was accompanied by what we saw yesterday. I don't know if that means that he's here, it is here, or it's just it's responsible. So we go?
Can I actually, I would actually like to heighten senses.
Okay, go ahead. Roll with Dak.
Specifically to see if there's any enemies around.
Noted. I don't remember if you rolled dark.
Partial success. Yeah, it is dark.
Awesome.
Partial success.
Let's heighten senses on a 7 to 9. You ask one question from below, and you gotta take one forward.
What poses the biggest threat to me?
What poses the biggest threat to you? Down here, you are getting hints of whatever that creature was from last night. Whether or not it is here at the moment and is lurking in here, you're not sure. You've seen it now, or at least assumed that you've seen it, between the group of you outside of here. So it could very well be off accomplishing some other sort of task.
But it also could very well be here.
But it could be here, or it could be back at any moment.
Okay.
And that is what poses the greatest threat to you.
With the... I'll continue.
Awesome. But remember, you take one forward as you move forward with all this stuff.
Word.
Gorgeous. So Isla knows the way.
I'll start walking.
So you start walking. It takes a while. It's like you're walking across the city. You're walking for a good 20, 25 minutes of just damp, eerily dripping wall until you come upon a metal door.
Is it locked? Can I use my key?
You can attempt your key.
Okay, I'll attempt my key.
The key isn't quite doing it.
Well, we have a werewolf, and we have a raven, and
I'm here too.
I don't know what you are yet.
And we have a Jason.
I don't know, who wants to take first crack at it?
Or maybe there's a back door? I don't want to get lost down here either.
I feel like this is the back door.
I don't know anything about picking a lock.
I have talons that might be able to do something.
I mean, I do too, but mine, and Kanan bears them and they're just huge. I don't think mine will even fit in the keyhole.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll give it a try. I take off my leather jacket because that is the only item, I've tried this before, the only item that doesn't leave and come back with me. I've gone through so many leather, I don't know why, it's the leather jackets only. So I take off the leather jacket and I go to set it on the ground and see the gross musty area, and I just kind of hold it out for Isla. Actually, I hand it over to you. I'm like, will you hold that for a second?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay. And now that I'm closer to all of you, you all, I think, see this a little bit more clearly now. The tattoo that's on my back of the wings, it goes up my spine and out into the edges of my shoulders. They expand and feathers actually come out of them, and the tattoo kind of overtakes me and I become a raven from that. And so you, in this close proximity, get to see that. And now I'm a bird.
Yo, that's so cool.
That's kind of standard.
Okay.
Yes, that's pretty par for the course, yeah.
I feel like the only other person that transforms into an animal is just
Yeah, that's about right.
That's how it happens.
At least her bones don't crack and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my little talons.
You just at it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to pick a lock.
Okay. What do you think lock picking?
Lash out.
Can I roll?
What do you think lockpicking is?
Tell me.
Turn someone
I don't
on.
know. Can I do like gaze into the abyss to like see
Come on,
the lock
tumblers?
tiles,
Is that what-
like the tumblers? Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind it.
Cool.
That's pretty
cool.
cool.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
That's an 8.
Good job.
Awesome. Yeah, kind of like with Isla. It's like whatever that thing was last night, it's left this like psychic beware of dogs sign, essentially. That like as you're trying to look in on this, your vision just at random times is overtaken by this eyeless, hardened face.
Does that remind me of the gaze into the abyss that I did for Austin?
Are you talking about the eyeless?
The eyeless thing with tentacles?
The eyeless kite in his face?
Yeah,
that you saw way back when?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Very much so.
Cool. Cool.
He's a murderer.
But yeah, you glimpse the arrangement of the tumblers in the lock. I've never seen Gaze in the Abyss used in this fashion before, but you know what? Fuck yeah, dude. And you fiddle around and you get the pins up and
Nice.
You get the door open.
Jason, meanwhile, has been like, there's no way this works. Click. Ah, shit.
Fuck.
I'll ask for a high five from Avery's wing.
Avery like bumps into you with like the head because like I don't know how to do high fives as
Just
a
like the
bird.
window.
Yeah. Tap.
Awesome. So the door
I'll Avery again.
opens. Do you step inside?
I do.
I'm right behind her.
The room you see before you does not fit for where you are. It is near lavish. There are nice carpets and furniture and desks spread throughout this almost round room. And as you venture in, there are documents laid out. There are books. There is a, honest, at the moment, still burning fireplace in here. And upon the walls, you see around the circular, like the precipice of the ceiling of this room, you see a bunch of symbols in a language that you do not know. And hanging above the fireplace, you see a banner or like a tapestry that is hanging that says, "The Watcher in the Waves, the Boiled God." And that's what we'll call game.
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The Boiled God.
That's metal as fuck.
Thank you so much again for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard and you want to support us further, there's a few ways that you can do that. First and foremost, some of the easiest forms. Right now, just scroll down to whatever podcatcher you're listening to us on. Hit a 5-star rating. Leave us a nice review. Subscribe if it'll let you. All of that boosts our metrics. It lets people see us more, and therefore, more people listen to us. Another super easy way is just to tell a bud. Be like, hey, this show's very cool. And then they start listening. And then we get a bunch of people and we lease an old school and we do the world's first Monster Hearts LARP where we're just going to school and we're mods that we'll workshop the idea. If you feel saucy, you want to contribute to us further, perhaps monetarily, you can check us out on patreon.com/Ghostlight Media, where you can support us as well as all the other shows in the Ghostlight Media Network and get some fantastic rewards for yourself. Furthermore, you can check out our merch store at tpublic.com/store/Ghostlight. Pick yourself up some awesome t-shirts, a tapestry, a notebook. I think they have notebooks. Possibilities are endless. Go check it out. If you want to follow us online on social media, you can do so. Our website's thesilentsecrets.com. Our TikTok is at These Silent Secrets, and you can find us on Twitter at Silent Secret Pod. Lastly, if you want to follow us each individually, you can do so. You can find Nicole at Nicole Voice, Marcus at MarcusRVO, Mariah at _ Mariah Clawson, Freddie at Freddie _ Pow Pow, and myself at that guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. But until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and if you're ever locked out of your house, make friends with a raven. Apparently they can just unlock doors at will. It's pretty impressive. Bye.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.